I became interested in anarchism, having tried the other varieties, if you like. The initial, or if you like, the actual act that took me towards anarchism was a series of strikes in the coal mining industry where I was working, and the behaviour of the Communist Party towards those strikes. I'd grown up in a household and in an area that had some sympathy towards communist ideas and the role of the Communist Party. And I found our role, which I felt at the time was slowing things down, was not allowing people to have their own voice, was not allowing us to actually direct the strike. But there was constant conflict between us and them, party members, about the strike, that made me consider thinking of different ways of how you could run a strike, how you could run various other things around strike support. There were 2 or 3 other people in that whole West Yorkshire coalfield who moved in that direction, who thought of that. I had no idea about anarchism. I had no idea what anarchism was. I knew vaguely that there was stuff, if you like, beyond, in that abyss, beyond the Communist Party, into that void. And I struggled there. You know, I sort of went in there blind and fell around and fell over things. And eventually, without ever, for a long time, reading anything at all remotely anarchist, became an anarchist in my head, intellectually, and I would guess at a later date emotionally. I should also say, though, that I was about 19 then. So my commitment to anarchism was also part and parcel of watching rugby, getting drunk, having fun, having a good time. It wasn't until rather later that I could put a lot of what I believed or felt into perspective. And it wasn't until much later after that that I could even begin to think intellectually about what I really believed. I'm not sure I can now. So I came into anarchism because I didn't like the alternatives on the left. And when I came into it, I didn't know I'd come into it. I had no idea what anarchism was really. But I realised that what I believed about how people could act, how people could be together, and how decisions could be made, essentially made me one.